beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about Euphoria Season 2, Episode 6, which is called 1,000 Little Trees of Blood, which is an interesting image. And again, I want to know where they get these quotes from. This was my favorite episode so far, by far. I think it's because a lot of the things that had been building up finally synthesized in a way that I was like, okay, I see where you were going with this. First of all, the best scene, the most impactful scene was, of course, the scene with Nate and Maddie and the gun. Wasn't expecting it to go there at all. Even though I did know that that was gonna need to be addressed, because I was like, Maddie still has the tapes, does she not? Why do we never talk about that? Where are the tapes? Has she seen the tapes? What is she gonna do with the tapes? Finally, it was addressed. And the reason that I think this was handled so well is because it was the perfect like coming to Jesus moment for Nate and Maddie. Nate's toxic masculinity and violent nature and anger, right? I think that has always kind of excited Maddie, because she's very much, I'm a bad bitch, you can't kill me energy, right? And she's very much, you know, I'm the one who starts the trouble. I'm the one who's gonna take out my earrings and start a fight. And I think this was the first time that Maddie really was scared by him, like really, really scared, to the point of no return. Like she's crawled up on the bed just crying, and she's not the bitch to crawl up in her bed and cry, right? And just stay there. She's absolutely not. So something is different. Once that has happened, she is changed. She is changed, because I think they've always had this like push and pull. Nate and Maddie push and pull about power and control and manipulation. And Maddie has always had, and Maddie she is a tough person, right? But I'm not sure if it's that she didn't know that Nate was really like that and he really had it in him, or if she knew that he had it in him, but she just never thought he would direct it towards her. I think it's more the last one, because I think she's always been excited. I think she's always been excited by that like dangerous aspect of him, and I don't think she ever expected it to turn around on her. I think she always thought like her femininity and what she meant to him would protect her from like actual real consequences of his violence. And I really do think that's important. Like that's an important message for the real world too, because there are relationship dynamics like that in the real world. And I think there are a lot of women who do get kind of excited by the danger and the violence, the potential for violence, or let me not say excited by the violence, but men's ability to be violent. You see that some women are attracted to danger. You know what I mean? But I don't think they expect it to get directed towards them ever. And so it's important to show, like, if you are gonna play with fire could pull a gun on you. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was very important and very impactful, and such a crazy amount of character development, specifically for Maddie, I would say. I think Nate will always be messed up. Nate has always been messed up. And I really enjoyed seeing his interactions with his mom, and his mom kind of talk about like, you know, you were such a sweet little boy. I don't know what happened. That was crazy, because the fact that she was like, you were so sweet, and then when you're around 8 or 9, you darkened. I'm assuming that's about when he found the tapes, right? Which again is such a big testament towards like family trauma and how it gets passed down. And it's like his dad's issues that his dad never dealt with, all that anger is now in him and has been passed down to him. And it's interesting the way the mom deals with it, I would say. That being said, I feel like she's a very realistic character. I feel like there are a lot of moms out there like that who, you know, married someone hot and just, you know, hoped for the best. And years and years later, she's, you know, talking with her son about all the anger that his dad brought to her life and their life and his life. And she's basically saying, wow, you are more troubled than him. After all that we've been through, you are worse than him. And I see it in you. I see the anger in you. And I'm wondering if that is kind of what led to the events later in the day with the gun. Like, I don't know if it's a direct correlation, but I think it's almost when people are like, you say I'm angry, you say I'm violent, watch me be angry and violent. You know what I'm saying? It kind of was giving that energy. Cassie is a wimp. Cassie is a Karen. Cassie is she just wants everybody's sympathy. And it's like, you really want all these people to feel bad for you because you cheated on your friends. You hooked up with your friend's boyfriend and she's upset with you and you're crying. It's just like, oh my gosh. And she just kept being like, this isn't my fault. They weren't even together. And she just, she was turning herself into the big victim so bad, calling him a million times. She's like the most pathetic Karen, just like can never take accountability. Very typical representation of like a very desperate woman who hates herself. Like very, very well put together character, because it was accurate. It was accurate. And the way she was blaming everybody and yelling at Lexi. I love Lexi in this episode because she actually talks back to Cassie in a way that she deserves. And Lexi is starting to get a backbone. And Lexi and Fez, I love them together. And their scene when they were being so cute and talking about Stand By Me, it needed to be longer. I also kind of thought that she was about to get, I don't know, in the middle of a fight, because I don't understand a lot about the characters surrounding Fez, because sometimes they just, all of a sudden they're on the screen and they're talking about something and it sounds like they might potentially go try and hurt Fez, but then nothing happens and they just keep playing Stand By Me. But I was worried for Lexi's safety for a moment there, and we only have 2 episodes left, so I'm like, how much are they really gonna do with them? Like, are they only gonna build up to like a kiss and then the rest of it will have to be left to season 3? Maybe. The other thing I'm like, what are they gonna do with that is Rue. Like, cause Rue is now, you know, kind of spending a lot of time with her family, trying to, you know, get healthy, yada yada. But it's like, what happened to Laurie and the potential prostitution ring she was gonna put you into? Cause that's not done. That storyline is no way is that storyline done yet. And like I said, we only have 2 episodes left. So I'm curious to see how far we even get with that, or if maybe it's more something they're going to explore in season 3. Because I'm pretty sure I saw they got confirmed for season 3. Yeah, I did. Which is exciting. That's good. But I want to see these stories come to their fruition. And I would like that to happen this year. So that's kind of like my desire for the next couple of episodes. I want like the things that have been building to at least kind of come to fruition before the season ends. I don't want them to be kind of trickled off and then we have to remember that for like whenever season 3 comes out, because like, no. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this episode down below. Definitely my favorite episode yet. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my podcast and my Patreon. I will link them down below. Instagram and Twitter is @KiraBria. And thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you next time. Bye.